All right, guys, let's get started. We're going to start with wisdom. Wisdom is the same as sagaciousness. I've always, had a trouble with the difference between wisdom and knowledge, one of the best definitions I heard is that wisdom is applied knowledge. It's really good, but then someone later taught me that knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, and wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. So that made a lot of sense to me. We're going to go into knowledge first, about learning who you are, knowing how knowledge works within you. Knowledge is knowing right from wrong. It can be obtained from a book. Okay, Psalms 35:15 talk a little bit about knowledge. Knowledge is if you know something happened. Like if you got a situation at work or wherever you are, you understand that something happened and you know about it. You got a lot of people that got knowledge and they just think they know it all. And just because you have knowledge don't mean you can do everything. It don't mean you're capable of doing almost anything. You just have some knowledge, okay? So don't think that being smart means knowledge. Knowledge if you know a situation happened. Like say something happened, I know about it, okay? There's a lot of moving pieces here before you can get to a place of responding. And responding is the key, okay? So understanding is next. Understanding is knowing why something is wrong. So when you get an understanding of it, even though you know the situation happened, okay, somebody came in here and they broke into the office, they tore all the stuff up, they stole some stuff. That's the knowledge. I know what happened, okay? But I need to understand why it happened. So when you get to understanding, it's like, I know they should not have done it, but I understand why they did it. So I can understand why they did it and what they point, whether it's good or bad. Understanding why somebody did something don't mean they were right for doing it, okay? So it could be good or bad. It could be many things, okay? Exodus 31:3, and look at your scriptures. There's several of them on when it comes to understanding. Once you got an understanding of something, you know what happened. I understood why it happened. Now, this word I love called prudence. And prudence is considering a matter from beginning to end before acting on it. That's prudence. I need to think about this now. Now that I have knowledge of what happened, I understood why it happened. Now I have to think on it from beginning to end because I have to make a decision here. You're getting times in life where you have to make a call, you have to make a decision, okay, several times, and you need to have prudence to do that. The Bible said, a prudent man look to the end of a situation before acting on it. And sometimes we don't use prudence. We jump right into, I know what happened. I understand why they came in here. They was broke. They was stupid. And then you respond by that. But you'll come into more situations. That might work for one, but there's several situations where you'll come into where you'll need prudence. You need a little bit more than that to go off of, okay? Especially when you're saying I'm a student of God and I'm trying to serve the Father, okay? So the next one I go into, we'll learn about is discernment. Discernment is spiritual judgment, not physical determination. We always hear, don't judge. You shouldn't judge somebody. You shouldn't judge them. Well, discernment's a little different, okay? It's spiritual, okay? That's what I love about discernment. When you think about a spiritual judgment, not just physically determined. Now, if you judge somebody, you say, oh, they're just one word labels. Oh, they're stupid, dumb, lazy, bum, go nowhere. You just kind of judge them to be pretty much what they are. There's no help for them, there's no hope for them. Discernment, when you get into discernment, you look at a situation and you say, hey, I can discern that guy coming over here with his fist balled up, angry looking, knife in his hand, could be dangerous. Now, you can play Christian all you want and say, oh, but they might just need the love of Christ. That knife could be fouling and cleaning his nails with a knife. I'll just let it slide and get stabbed. Okay? Discernment. You look at the situation, say, I can see this is dangerous and crazy. Okay? And you have to learn discernment. That's not judgment. Trust me. People love to say, well, you ain't supposed to judge nobody, but you better use some kind of discernment in life. I love it when somebody says, I give everybody at least one chance. If they hurt me, that's on you. Let me tell you something. That one chance you give some people without taking the time to discern them, discern the situation, looking to see if they're okay or not, could cost you your life. It could be the only chance that they need to do you bad enough to do you damage. Okay? I ain't gonna bash people that's doing it. The next one is insight. Okay? Once you got discernment, you thought on the situation, you thought about why it happened, what's going on. Now I need to figure out what I need to do when it comes to judgment. Okay? Insight is the capability for all the above. I love this, my favorite. All the above is what you can handle. Okay? I need to gain more insight on the matter. To do this, I must gain more knowledge on what happened, study the situation to understand it better, use prudence to gauge the situation accurately, thereby allowing me to use discernment sagaciously. You understand? So now that I got knowledge on the situation, I took time to understand it better. I listened to people. I focused on what they were saying. I didn't just run out and say, well, you told me what happened, I'm going to deal with it. Some of you have bosses like that. That's just reality. Don't be the boss like that. You're somebody's leader somewhere. Use these steps, okay? Prudence. I took prudence, I considered, I prayed, I thought about what God wanted me to do on it, and now I know how to handle it. And when you get when you get this, you get the insight on it, you just can handle more of it. You can see some people can handle a little bit of knowledge and they blow up once they find out about something, or they get excited and run with it. But it takes a little more knowledge, okay? You can't just take part of a map when you're going somewhere. You can't just have part of the directions. When you got insight, you can handle more. You can't handle just a little bit. You can take on more. So that's what I love about those scriptures by that. Thank you all for tuning in to you. Okay, this is about you. Take this and apply it to your life. It's amazing. I care about you. God loves you more than anything. And he want to see that you're applying his word. You want to see that you're serving his will, and you want to know what he made in you. He want the best to come out of you. He don't want you to bury him in you. He got a lot of him inside of you. And we talked about that last week, okay? So he don't want you to bury that. He wants you to use that. He wants you to take it and amplify it and bring it out into your very own lives, okay? Then show him to other people. So take these steps. We're thankful that you came here and you're joining in with us. You didn't have to, but you took the time to turn on your phone or your TV or your laptop or whatever you're watching from, and you check this out. And thank you. Listen, don't forget to like and subscribe us. We got one more coming up on this series on you, and then we're going to call it quits and jump to something else, okay? I am Dr. Leggett. Thank you for doing His Grace Anew.